Welcome back, everybody, to Rantpocalypse Talks The Walking Dead. I'm Justin.
Hey, I'm Kelly, and together we are the world's greatest mother and son Walking Dead team talkers.
All right, you ready to get into topic number three?
Number three. Yeah, will Gregory
No,
betray Maggie?
no, that's not that's the
Oh,
next one. But I mean,
oh, I was just trying to skip over
yo,
the.
I know. I was like, I knew you were trying to skip
Okay,
over it.
all right. Why is Sasha so dumb?
And we actually do have points to this. We're
Yeah,
not just
yes.
trying to be mean or anything.
No,
Um,
yeah, because it did kind of feel for a woman that is such a badass and
mhm.
a great sniper. Snipe, woman, snipe.
Yeah, there was okay. There was a part in the episode, and I specifically looked for this in my second viewing of the episode because I wanted to hear what she said. It was very weird how in this episode Sasha starts out one way, and then by the end of the episode she has just completely reversed course and changed her mind completely because all throughout the first part of the plan she says we can get in this building, we hole up, we wait, we take a shot from there. If we have to get closer, we will, but I say we stay outside and do it clean. Maybe get out of there alive. So she
Yes.
keeps telling Rosita this over and over again. She's like,
Mhm.
we can take this shot, shoot his ass in the face, boom, run up out of here and live to live another day
Yeah,
and maybe find somebody new to bone.
yeah.
Because, and Rosita said, you might as well get your rocks off in the zombie apocalypse. Well, you're not going to be getting your rocks off if you're dead. I never really understood in this episode how it just transitioned to where she says all of a sudden, I'm cool with sacrificing myself. You should live on, Rosita. They
That's
need
easy.
you.
That's easy.
Oh,
Because she did tell Rosita that they need you. You know everything. She told her
yeah.
that.
I
And
heard
then
her.
they sit down and they had that sweet little discussion where suddenly Rosita just spills her beans, everything, let's just sit around the campfire and, braid each other's hair and tell stories, which I found a little odd
Yeah.
because that was a very, very quick transition
Oh,
to
from
not,
Rosita hating her to,
yeah, to being her best bud and tearing up because
yeah.
I'm trying to watch her and go, are these real tears or are you trying to play her? Uh, but I didn't feel that way
No,
towards the end of the conversation.
no, I didn't feel that way either. I didn't feel like that she was trying to play Sasha, play on her emotions or anything. But
But she did. But she
she,
did.
oh, she did.
Hmm.
She ultimately did. There's no, to me, there's no discussion or debate here. Rosita's recklessness caused yet another death, in my opinion. It may not happen. It didn't happen in this episode. It may not happen in next week's episode. But Sasha's definitely dying.
Hmm.
There's no way out of this. She's dead, in my opinion.
She did.
Yeah, she dead for sure. Because I think she's gonna get caught. I think she's ultimately gonna get killed, and it's gonna be one of like the last parts to start this war. It's to me, it's gonna that's what is ultimately going to like kick it off
Is
and
it
start the war.
is it going to be one of those things that we're going to kill her and then we're going to bring the body and throw it outside the gates of Alexandria? Because
Yeah,
we know that's where she comes from. Here's your warrior.
yeah, dead.
Yeah, your sniper, your
Negan's got the head, like,
yeah on
not Rosita's, Sasha's head, and it's just like
uh-huh,
right here, and he's like,
hmm
"This is for you," and he like just
yeah yeah
chunks it over the fence. Uh,
hmm
I definitely feel like that may not be how it goes, but I feel like that's ultimately what's going to go down, and that's what's going to cause Rick to go like Rick Rick and go nuts, and he's going to get the side eye going and just go ballistic at that point. So I still ultimately blame Rosita a little bit here, and I know we're going to get some shit for this because we have been quite harsh with Rosita, and I understand why she would be closed up to Sasha, and then why she would open up to Sasha in this moment because Sasha and Rosita were ready to die, and in that moment you just kind of you're like, you know what? I don't need to be a punk ass at this point. Let me open up to this person. I'm about to die. I don't really care if I die. What's the
This
worst that can happen to me? So,
this was written by a man. It had to have been written by a man. I'm sorry
why is
because
that?
I see bitch wearing my man's necklace that I made for him. And then 5 minutes later, I'm gonna start teaching her how to make knots and telling her my stories. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that would
That ain't
never
that,
happen.
it's not happening.
No.
So, it's like if a woman wrote this, she'd be like, I'm gonna teach you how to make the knot. I'm gonna make a knot in that necklace and
And choke your ass with it.
choke you with it.
Seeing as how I am a man, I'm just gonna let you say all these things about women, and you get all the hatred from the women out there.
Well,
But I'm not gonna disagree with you.
yeah,
I'm not gonna not agree with you either. So
you're neutral on
yeah,
this.
yeah, I'm neutral on this.
Okay, I
So
got you.
so ultimately the reason why I say the topic headline of why is Sasha so dumb is because this is something that I find to be an issue on the show. This ending of season 7 to me structurally is very similar to how we ended season 6, where we have our generally smart characters. Sasha has shown herself to be very, very smart in the past.
Mhm.
For the most part, been fairly rational about the way she acts. But yeah, so we have these generally smart characters that all of a sudden they're like, we've got to have them do something idiotic in order to move the plot along.
Mhm.
Just like we had in season 6, where we see Carol just rush off all of a sudden. We see Daryl's like, oh, I've got to go gain revenge for Denise's death. I've got to go take out Dwight. I got to go take out the Saviors on my own. I don't care if there's 50,000 of them, but
and
I'm gonna
and
do
Rick's gonna
this.
load everybody up in the RV and not leave anybody behind.
Yes.
Just dumb, dumb, dumb moves.
Yes, it's just complete idiotic stuff. And I'll say this, this is not I'm not going to spoil anything with this with what happens, but a lot of people have been comparing Sasha to Holly from the comic books. And what really gets me is the Holly stuff works so well in the comics is because it was in the heat of the moment. Her actions were not thought out or planned like we see Sasha and Rosita's actions. Sasha and Rosita, they didn't plan it out great, but they did plan it out. And Sasha's been planning it out for a bit, because we see at the
Yeah,
beginning of the episode, Jesus is drawing out her map and she's like, scribbling more on the map and scribbling
right.
more on the map. So this is something that was very well thought out
It, it,
in their eyes and
and
planned.
it could have been a plan that really could have worked if
Yeah,
they would have stayed in that warehouse.
exactly. If they would have just stayed, hold up. I mean, dear God, they get one chance at a
Right.
shot, they
Mm,
don't get it, and then they're like, "Oh, plan's over with. Got to
yep.
go down now.
Yep.
We can't wait because Negan's never gonna come out of here again."
Yes.
Yeah, that's just what I like to call hashtag idiotic. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, the Holly stuff, it worked tremendously in the comic books. It was a complete crazy moment, but it was because it was just like boom. It was just a like in a irrational action that character thought was going to work out. At this point, what does Sasha think is going to happen? Like, she thinks she's gonna go in there and take hundreds of saviors out by herself. I just don't understand it. I don't know why the writers have to do it this way. They could have written this. If you wanted Sasha and Holly to have the same fate in the TV show, you could have written exactly the same way, and it would have been just as
Glorious.
effective, and probably actually would have been more effective, because it would have just been, in my opinion, better. Even though the comic book fans it wouldn't have been a big surprise for them. It wouldn't have been something shocking. The TV show viewers, it would have worked so much better to me than what we ultimately got out of this. Yeah, so I just do not understand why they chose to do it this way. I don't know. I don't get it, but it's not to say that I didn't like it. I thought it was, it was a very
Oh,
really
don't
like
try to weasel your way out of this. You've already
no,
said all this, the stuff you want to say. It was all bad, man. You said all
no.
bad stuff.
It was bad. It was bad decision making. Well acted though. I really
Yes.
I enjoyed everything
Mm-hmm.
about what I was seeing.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish that it would have went down a different way. But that being said, the way that the whole Rosita and this mysterious figure playing into it, it may completely change it. And I maybe I'll change my mind. But I just hope that it just doesn't lead to okay, Sasha gets killed because she just went in there half cocked and tried to kill all these saviors. Because I just think that is dumb.
Dumb. Yes.
Yeah. So
Wait a minute. Just wait 1 minute. Yeah. I wanted them to sit there for, do this montage of, lots of hair braiding and changing, clothes and outfits and trying on different hats and stuff so that we would have had the illusion that they waited a little while.
so you wanted the Walking Dead clothing moment. You
The
know,
montage.
the
Yes.
pretty woman. Let's have different outfit moment that
Yes. Yes.
almost every romantic comedy movie
Exactly.
has. They're just like, all right, we're writing the script out here. We're 30 minutes down. We got 45 minutes. Oh shit. This is only gonna be a 50-minute movie. All right, let's throw a 15-minute clothes montage in. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I
Trying
understand.
on different hats and stuff. I mean, it would have been great.
Well, that's all they needed. They just needed that right
Yep.
there.
They
Yeah.
can use that later if they want.
They should have watched more sniper movies because that's what you do. You just sit there for days and days and days until you get that one perfect shot,
Right.
and then you shoot Negan in his dome head, and then
Yes.
boom, end of war. I mean, it would have been definitely anticlimactic for Negan's end on the show, but it would have definitely worked a little bit better in Rosita and Sasha's favors.
Yeah.
So favor, I get savior and favor
I was going to
together.
let it go, but you had to point it back out. So,
Well, I like to throw my own self under the bus from time to time. So yeah, let us know what you guys think. Do you think that Sasha was dumb in this episode? And by Sasha being dumb, I mean the writers being dumb by writing it the way that they did. Or are we just crazy? Just let us know in the comment box down below or email us. It's rantpocalypse@gmail.com.